Hey house guests, welcome to today's BB Can 6 updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Kenny D. Woo! Kenny, thank you so much for the support over the years. You really have been one of our biggest supporters, and we really appreciate that. So thank you again from the bottom of our hearts. And if you guys would like to be house guests of the day like Kenny, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. You'd think I'd have that down because I say it every day, but I don't. Okay, so anyway, yesterday, where did we leave off? Ryan and Will are up on the block, and Ryan is Kayla's target this week, which is kind of like, I shouldn't fake yawn because that's going to make me actually yawn. But it was kind of a letdown because her pre-noms chats were super exciting. She was making everybody freak out, and then she just goes ahead and decides to target Ryan, which was super predictable. So, I mean, I guess, like, yeah, he's coming after her or whatever. So Ryan is insisting that last week Maddie was the one who told him to shift his target from Allie and Liv to Derek and Kayla, and that's like his ticket to stay. That did happen. That is for real. But is it being blown out of proportion or what? Was it like this big master plan? It's hard to say. But yeah. So when I don't know what to say, I just say, but yeah. Maddie is saying Ryan was already targeting Dayla anyway. She was just reinforcing it. It's kind of a muddy situation because she did tell him to shift his target over. Because before he was like, I'm going after the duos. And it seemed like he was leaning more towards Allie and Liv. And Maddie was like, no, you need to change it to Derek and Kayla. And then people like Johnny are going to want to keep you around because Johnny wants them out. So, I mean, that did all really happen. And I feel like there's been a lot of rewriting history in the last few days. But anyway, I guess the plan to take out Will or backdoor Johnny this week is dead now. Okay, so the house guests were waiting around for the power veto competition. Allie, Derek, and Kayla were up in the HOH room. And they're like, oh man, what if by some chance Ryan wins this power veto and pulls himself down? So they're kind of like hinting at following through with that Johnny renom plan, but they don't want to say it out loud. So Derek is like, you know what, we'd still have time to think about it. Let's just cross that bridge if we get to it. So then Allie says, guys, I know it's a scary move to even think about it, but we're probably going to have to take a shot at Johnny next week. We got to take him out. It's not going to be good to have two comp beasts like Johnny and Erica around later in the game, like when they get down to the final 6 and everybody competes in the power veto. Because, like, how are they going to get rid of them then? That's scary. So Derek agrees, yeah, we need to get rid of a big player next week going into what they think is going to be a triple eviction. You know, they feel like there's going to be this buffer week and then the triple. So they want to take out somebody big before that. So then they talk about maybe working together further into the game. They've already had this agreement going to keep each other safe until the triple. But now they're like, why does it have to stop there? You know, maybe we should work together past the triple. Are they even having a triple? They've been talking about it so much. They might not even have one. So they're like, yeah, everybody's expecting us to take a shot at each other, but, you know, it could be good for both of our games to just keep the duos together. Kayla says she's 100% loyal to their group of 5, meaning Derek, Kayla, Allie, Olivia, and Erica, but Erica will beat all of them if she makes it to the end. She's a comp beast, she's got a great resume, she's got a great social game. If they were voting today, they say Erica would win hands down. But on the other side, they don't know if they could be the ones to take Erica out. They're scared. So Derek says, it's fine. We let her get to the final 5 because she deserves like that much at least. And who are you? And then we can take her out and it would be fair. Good luck with that. I think you need to win some competitions to make that happen. So, I don't know. Are they for real about going to the end together? I just wanted to quickly mention that earlier, Allie and Liv were talking, and Liv was telling Allie, you know what? We should go to the end with Dayla, Erica, and Johnny, so the 2 other duos, because she feels like, yeah, it is kind of risky when you think about it at first to go to the end with so many big players, but she feels like they would be viewed as the weakest duo out of the 3, so they could just chill in the middle while the other two take shots at each other. Not the worst idea. It would be interesting. It would definitely, I think it would be the most exciting for us to watch because you'd have so many power players left. I think that would be a lot of fun. But anyway, Kayla and Derek were talking alone after, and they were talking about the different options for the power veto. You know, the different ways this could work out. So Kayla's like, what am I gonna do if I win the veto? Because she definitely promised Will that she would use it on him if she won. So she's like, you know what? I made that deal when I was still planning on putting Maddie up next to Will, but I didn't do that. So does it still really apply? Kayla is like the queen of working out of these deals. Sure, Kayla. So she says the only way to ensure that Ryan goes home is to have Will sitting beside him because she thinks there's no way that will go home. Everybody loves him. So then she's saying, what are we going to do if Will wins the power veto? Because they can't be like, don't use it on yourself. Obviously, he's going to take himself down. So Kayla says that her two options to go up would be Maddie and Paris. So she's like, I guess I would call them in and have them decide themselves which one's going to go up. Can you imagine? Oh my God. Can you imagine if Maddie and Paris had to freaking decide amongst themselves who was going to go up? It'd be ridiculous, but it'd be fun to watch. And then, their worst case scenario, what if Ryan wins? Are they going to go ahead and follow through with that plan to get rid of Johnny? They feel like it could work. They only need 4 votes to pull it off. And they're going through and they're like, well, obviously we'd have Derek, Paris, Liv, and Allie. They think they would have the 4 to make it happen. We'll see. Alright, so then the feeds went down for the power veto competition. Olivia was the host, and the players were Kayla, Will, Derek, Ryan, Erica, and Johnny. Read much? So it sounds like this competition was done in multiple rounds. There was one round where they had to like carry around a tray of drinks and like people kept dropping them. There was definitely a big puzzle involved, and it sounds like it may have come down to Johnny and Ryan in the puzzle, which is crazy. But Johnny ended up winning the power veto. Surprise, surprise. And he won a trip to London. That's so exciting. Oh my gosh. Okay, so anyway, Johnny has the power veto. So after that was all said and done, Will was up in the HOH room with Kayla. She wants to like make sure everything's good with them. And I have to note, Will was much calmer this time around. He's had a few heated discussions in that HOH this week, but this time, he was relaxed. So Kayla's letting him know, everybody's definitely voting to keep you this week, and I only put you up there because I knew you would be totally safe. And she says, even if Ryan had won this power veto, she was going to put up a bigger target in his place so that Will definitely would have stayed. So Will's saying like, oh, there's no hard feelings. It's all good. Going into next week, I have yours and Derek's back. So like, it's all good. Sure it is. Oh my God. You know that Will have no hesitation in going after Derek and Kayla next week. No freaking way. Okay. So anyway, Johnny, Allie, and Liv were chatting in the red bedroom. And Johnny was like, do you think I should use the power veto? What? Okay, last night after the competition and this morning have been kind of weird. Because Johnny's been, like, talking about potentially using the veto. And I'm not totally sure if he's, like, serious. Or if he's just trying to see how certain people will react to it. Because I think he was trying to kind of test Allie. I don't know, but he's like, should I use the power veto? Would that be stupid? He says that he's really tired of people not using it because it's boring. So Allie's like, well, you would use it on Will, right? And Johnny says, yeah. He's like, what if Ryan has some sort of secret power that saves him this week? And then Will is still up on the block and Will goes home. He seems really concerned, for real, that Ryan could potentially have a secret power. And Allie's like, no, I don't think anybody has a secret power. That'd be freaking nuts. Canada does. Whoa! So anyway, it's not really clear what he's gonna do, but he's definitely thinking about potentially using it. So a little while later, Erica and Olivia were having a game chat in the red room, and Erica says she would still like to see Dayla go in the triple. She knows that Allie and Liv are kind of like keeping them around for that, but she wants it to end there. Okay? She wants Dayla to go. So she says she'd be cool with the final 6 of the 2 of them, Allie, Johnny, Will, and Maddie. So if you'll notice, Paris is out of that equation now because they're realizing that she's saying pretty much the same stuff to everyone when she's like, I'm the closest to you in the house and I love you the best and let's braid our hair together the most. She's the ultimate floater and people are starting to pick up on that a little bit. Do I think she's an immediate target? Not yet. I think she's still got some time, but people are definitely figuring out what she's doing. So anyway, Erica is wondering, do you think Allie threw some of our names out there this week? Because she's been looking stressed. Not a good look for her. So Erica is definitely more and more suspicious of Allie. We've seen it in the past, but she's really bringing it up more and more lately. And Olivia's like, I don't really care. She reveals that Kayla was thinking about backdooring Johnny this week. But she said, even before they had the power veto competition and Johnny was safe, Kayla was like, oh, I must have just like misjudged him. We're all good now. I'm not going to put him up. So she says, don't tell Johnny because we don't want him freaking out. And Erica agrees. She's like, yeah, I don't want to make him more paranoid than he needs to be. We might need to work with Derek and Kayla, whatever, if they win the next HOH. So we want to make sure that that relationship is not ruined. All right. So they don't feel as threatened by Kayla right now because she's not as good at competitions as they previously thought. I mean, yeah, she won HOH this week, but it was holding a button down. It wasn't like super skilly or athletic, and she's definitely really weak in mental competitions and like puzzles, so they're not as worried about her now. And then Erica talks about Allie being untrustworthy again, and Liv is like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but she still wants to keep her around because she feels like she can beat her in the end. Okay, so then today Erica and Johnny basically had a bed in. I feel like they were in bed for like half the day, but they had a really long game chat while they were in there, and they were saying how they're really nervous now because they have 8 competition wins between just the 2 of them, which is insane. So they're thinking like, are our friends gonna take a shot at us now? Are we in danger here? Are we disposable before even the triple? So Erica says she would feel a lot more comfortable if Allie was gone. And Johnny agrees. They feel like Allie would be the first person in their group to turn on them. I would agree with that as well. She's already tried to make it happen. And they're like, who is going to go after Allie? Because she is pretty good with a lot of people. Like, yeah, a lot of people don't totally trust her, but they also don't see her as a threat, especially since she's working with like the biggest threats in the house. So they feel like people are going to target them before they go for Allie. So that makes them very nervous. But then they're discussing what they want to do if they win the next HOH. Everybody's really weird about this next week because they feel like the triple is going to be the week after. So they're like, crap, if I win this next HOH, I'm not going to be eligible to compete in the triple HOH. So they're like, do I really want this? But then again, do you really want to be throwing competitions this late in the game? So Erica's like, okay, if I win, maybe I'll put up Maddie and Paris. And Johnny's like, what about Dayla? He really wants to take out Dayla. He does not think that they should be waiting until the triple, because what if one of them wins the HOH during the triple eviction? Who are they going to go for? You know, they could do anything. So he says we need to take out people who can beat us in competitions so we can just like steamroll our way to the end. So then it seems like Erica's on board with that. She sees the logic in getting rid of one of Dayla before the triple, and then they can just get rid of the other one during the triple or whenever. They're not going to be as big of a threat once they're split up. So then there was more talk about Johnny potentially using the veto this week on Will. Erica says, look, I don't think Will is really in danger this week up on the block against Ryan. She says she has no desire to keep Ryan over Will this week, even though she feels like Ryan is not coming after them. Why would you not keep him then? Like, it doesn't make sense. I guess she just doesn't like him as a person. So then she's saying, however, if Will were to come down and Maddie were to go up in his place, maybe I would keep Ryan. So I feel like Johnny was probably not happy about that because he wants to keep Maddie around. But I don't know. Would Johnny actually use the veto? I feel like he's just really bored right now and he's looking for like any possible reason to use the veto. Like, does he really think that Ryan has a secret power? I don't know. I don't know. But Erica then tells Johnny that she thinks he narrowly escaped being backdoored this week. She doesn't just think it, she knows it. So Johnny, I feel like already knew that in his heart because yeah, Kayla told him that he was going to be safe and he like made out with her stuffed giraffe and it was so much fun. But I think he was still nervous about it. I think he knew like, oh crap, I could be in trouble. But I don't think he wants to make any waves right now. I don't know. Is this going to affect his decision? Probably not. Ugh. Okay, so then Ryan was campaigning to Johnny in the bathroom area. Please use the veto on me. He says, obviously I want you to use it, but it would be better if you used it on me because he feels like if Johnny used the veto on Will, Paris would probably go up and he would still leave this week. So then Ryan is proposing an alliance of 5. So himself, Johnny, Erica, Allie, and Liv. So he's like, we could just like convince Allie to stop protecting Dayla, tell her that we'll protect her through the triple. He says he would really hate to see Johnny or Erica go home during the triple because Allie and Liv were still working with Dayla. He said, I just don't want to see that happen to you. And he's saying that this group of 5 has won 11 out of 14 competitions, 0 for Allie. And he says, why not work together? You know, we should all stick together and take out the losers. So Johnny's like, yeah, I get it, but I don't like that when your back's against the wall, you just vomit up whatever you have to say to save yourself. Like, that's not okay. Huge example, last week. So Ryan says, oh, last week I got played so hard, and then Ryan starts rewriting history because he says that he was telling Kayla that he, like, thought Johnny was involved in that plot, and he was just like putting 2 and 2 together, that Johnny wanted him to target Dayla, but he never said that he was definitely part of it. And Johnny was like, Kayla told me that you dropped my name 4 times, saying that I was definitely involved. I don't think Johnny's into this. I think he's just humoring Ryan right now because he wants to potentially work on that jury vote if Ryan's going to be on the jury. So that's where I think we're at with that. The feeds went down for a while for the Hasbro house party. I think they were playing Monopoly, so they were down for quite a while. And then tomorrow's the power veto ceremony. So I would expect Johnny to potentially talk to Dayla in the next few hours, kind of feel them out with the power veto, maybe talk about using it on Will, but I feel like it would be really silly. I don't know. Maybe he's that bored. I don't know. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Oh, and just real quick, can you imagine if the nominations stay the same and Ryan's about to go and Canada saves Ryan? That would be so funny. Oh my god. I would totally be down for that just because I think it would be hilarious. Everybody would freak out. And I am definitely team fun feeds. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. And until tomorrow, much love.